Hey guys, welcome, and this is Ashley with BoosterDesigns.com, and this is a 2-minute design tutorial, and my aim is to show and solve a design problem in 2 minutes or less. So here's a project I'm working on, and the client, we're creating a nav, and the client has asked us to add one extra thing to this navigation here, and it's really going to throw everything off. So basically, on this section here, there's this spot which our copy is find your perfect model. They want that text added to this. Now, the trick is there's no real good place to add this, right? There's not. It doesn't fall under support. It's not really. It's not a contact thing. It's not discover. So how do I add this here and have it actually flow? And the other trick is this is our main call to action. So I always want to keep that elevated, but the client would really like this to be kind of a secondary call to action. So maybe have it stand out a little bit, but can't break up the fact that we have these two nice columns and it has to fit into a bucket of sorts because that's how we've presented all this information into these different buckets. So here is my solution. So basically a lot of times when you do this, you're creating your own distinct section, right? And so what I have done then is I have added it down here like this. So now it stands out on its own, and it doesn't need to fit in one of these. It doesn't have to fit into the column because otherwise this should actually be two lines if it were working within these two columns here. So putting it down here all by itself actually works. However, the most important thing here, and this is where design gets tricky, is the most important thing to this element here is this really faint line. This is what makes all the difference in things. And the other part of this is, if you look at the color here, this is the background color. I'm going to copy this. Is this right here. So we went from here and then up to here. That's all the shift is. It's not straight white. Straight white would look a little too much, in my opinion. So we're just adding a hint of it so that it's really subtle, but it breaks it apart. So the user isn't thinking, why does this not fall? Because the user's never actually thinking this, but they kind of see that there's a divider here. Why isn't this breaking into two lines? And then it kind of stands by itself and it fits. So whenever you find yourself in a problem like this, where things just don't actually fit, the solution a lot of times can be to create your own little section here. Now I've just created this whole section, almost like a footer within this, and all I needed to do was add this little line, and it works perfectly by itself. It stands out, solves a lot of our problems that we're looking to solve. And I went over by 55 seconds. My apologies. Hopefully this is helpful. If you have any questions, leave a comment.